Hey everyone, QUEERVEE here, super ready to do my March Copic Colors of the Month piece. This is my first time using the Copic Colors of the Month, and I thought that they were really pretty, so I wanted to try it out. I support Katie Did Art on Patreon, and she does a exclusive speed paint of the Copic Colors of the Month every month for her patrons, and I was like, that's such a good idea, like I kind of want to do that too. And so, but I haven't really had the money, so this month I did, and I was like, yes, these colors are beautiful. They're like, even though I already have blue Copics, and I was like, I'm totally gonna get them and do this up. And so I had this piece like has come far. I got the Copic Colors of the Month very early in the month, but it took me a while because I had this first idea and I didn't really like it, and I wanted it to be like less static and more interesting. So I was looking on Pinterest for some reference photos, and I was like searching like girl blushing, or like I don't even know what I looked up, but I finally found this one of like, you know, this girl doing this and she's like closing her eyes and looks all happy, and I was like, oh my god, that's so cute, like I want to draw that. So I did, but it took a long time. I have so many sketches. My sketching process is very intense because I am like anxious and I want to make sure that my final piece is going to be really good. And I really love how I did the hair on this, and I also have Katie to thank for that because she did a coloring hair with Copic's tutorial, and so I learned her way of coloring hair, and I think that it really elevated my Copic coloring. I think that the hair is the best part of this piece easily. The shirt, I kind of put a little bit too much blue. I got a little nervous of like streaking, and then I put too much down, and it was hard to play with after that. But yeah, these colors, like the whole time that I've been working on this piece and had ideas, I knew that I wanted to do something like with the sun, like with like the beach or something, because these colors made me think of the beach. They made me think of like summer, even though it's March. That's just what the colors made me feel. So I wanted to do something like that. And I really like how this turned out. I mean, it took me a lot. I'll show you in my sketchbook a little bit. But I actually did this piece in the sketchbook because recently I got the ELO sketchbook and I love it. Like, I know that a lot of people are like, yeah, like it's so good, and it might seem like overrated, but I think it's great. Like, honestly, I'm impressed, and the paper is like really nice. It's smooth, and like it can kind of hold some watercolor. I did some watercolor on another page, but I love the Copic markers on this paper. Like, I like it better than like Strathmore marker paper that I bought to use with markers, but then I like compared it in my ELO sketchbook, and I was like, oh my god, I think the colors are brighter in the ELO sketchbook. I really like this. So this is the first time I'm doing like a piece for YouTube in my sketchbook, and I really liked how the Copic colors looked without lining it, because I hate line work. I'm terrible at line work. My hands are shaky, and it looks like a child drew the lines, like, because they're not straight. And so when I was doing the thumbnails of this, I tried it at first like without. I took a picture before I lined it, and then I lined it, and I was like, oh, it looks so bad. But I asked my patrons what they thought, and they thought that I should try again with lining it. And I was like, I don't really want to. Like, I want to try like lining it with a colored pencil. So I did try that, but then I really needed the face to be in all like black, because it just wasn't popping enough otherwise. So then everything else looked weird not being black. So I added a few lines, outlines, and stuff. You can see right here that I'm really struggling with the lips, or oh my god, the lips, they were making me like so anxious, like, and I had to keep like putting on white gel pen and then like leaving it and coming back to it, because every time I would like mess with it, it would just get more messy, and I was like, oh my god, her lips look terrible, she looks like a monster, and oh god. And I think actually in the end, I kind of saved the lips a little bit, and they look a lot better than they did the whole time they're kind of a mess until the end, because I don't know, lips are hard, and I did like too much black line, and then it looked bad, and I tried to cover it, and it was And then, oh my gosh, when I, like, this is when I start to line, and I don't know, like, I kind of liked it before I lined it, but I know that the black lines do, like, give them more, like, contrast and more dynamic and stuff. At first, I tried to just outline her, but I was like, that looks kind of weird. So then I went in and added a few more lines. But I hate line work, you guys, and I know I need to practice and, like, just try to get a steadier hand, but it's hard because I'm always going to have anxiety. Like, I'm always going to be shaky. Like, it's just, I don't know how to not be. And it's easier to get away with, like, shaky hands when you're using markers or paint and stuff, but it's when you're using a fine liner, it's very obvious. It's very obvious. I had to go over the sun a few times because it was all messed up, and then when I did, like, the rays, it's so bad. Like, it looks like, oh my god, the lines are just really terrible. By the time I got to the sun, my hand was like, and yeah, so I actually really like how the final piece turned out. I think that it looks really good, and I'm very happy for it. And thanks to my patrons on Patreon, I will be able to continue to do the Copic Colors of the Month every month because I reached my first goal on there, so thank you guys so much for that. I'm going to be able to do this every month now, and all my patrons of $5 up will get this as a print, and all of the Copic Colors of the Month pieces that I do. But yeah, I really liked this. I hope that you guys did too. Oh yeah, if you want to see some of my, like, sketching stuff, this is when I was comparing mixed media paper, marker paper, and the ELO sketchbook, and I really think that the colors, like, bleed the least and are the brightest in the sketchbook, honestly. Like, they bleed a lot on mixed media, but anyway, so this was when I was, like, trying out stuff. This was when I was testing out lining. I also have some other sketches in here. Yeah, here it was when I first tried to draw. It's really bad. And then here, and oh, my very original idea was way back here. And yeah, you see how that one's, like, really boring and, like, static. I really needed something more interesting in my pose. I wasn't drawing that one from reference, so use reference images, it works so good. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I had a great time with this. I love Copics. I can't wait to get more and play with them more and build up my collection by doing the Copic Colors of the Month every month. So thank you guys so much for watching. I want to say a special thank you to all of my patrons. Ezsithyn, Jay, Artemystik, Kim, Rhian, Jill, and Ashley. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. I love you so much. And you're the reason that I get to continue to do this, and I'm very excited about it. I can't wait to see what April's colors are. Anyways, if anybody else is interested in supporting me on Patreon, I am running a special offer for the month of March, and you will get a watercolor postcard from me. So check that out at any tier, even the $1 one. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching my video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that button. If you're new to my channel, it would be sweet if you could subscribe to me, and also leave a comment so I can get to know you, because that'd be sweet. Anyways, I'm gonna go now. Hope you guys have a good day. Bye!